So I've been staying at my family's house for the past week or so and helping out with my grandmother because my parents are out of town and she lives with them. And one thing that I've learned in staying with this 96-year-old woman for the last week is that at some point in our lives, all we really have left are our memories. We're too old to really think future, and in fact, it's not even like a normal part of how she thinks anymore. She basically bases her entire life on the past. And so when you get to a point where the only thing you have left is your core memories, those are the things that are going to shape the entirety of your current existence. Unfortunately for my grandmother, her core memories are very painful. So most of the time, her conversation somehow always roots back to a lot of the pain she experienced being a Black woman of darker skin growing up in a southern area of Maryland. It was a very tough upbringing. And so most of what she spends her time thinking about and talking about are the pains that she experienced in that time. My grandmother never benefited from the opportunity to be able to heal from those things. She has been in survival mode her entire life, and mental health wasn't a thing for her in her time period. And by the time it had became a thing, she was a little bit too beyond the ability to go back to those things. Even now, she's starting to struggle even remembering who are her kids versus who are her nieces and nephews. So the problem is, if we don't work on healing the things that we've experienced in our lives now, then those things may be the core memories that are stuck with us when we reach that point in our existence, in that elder age and stage, and that might be what we revert back to. So I guess this is a bit of a cautionary tale. Whatever you have not healed from, whatever you have not forgiven from yourself or from others, whatever you have not worked on that you really need to, you need to start working on that stuff now, because you don't want to go into that stage of your life still holding on to that pain. You want the core memories of your life to be the positive ones, and you want to erase from your subconscious that pain by forgiving it and moving forward and healing. That way, when you're in your old age, you get to live blissfully happy too, rather than always focused on those who wronged you, the pains you've experienced, and the things you couldn't change. So that's my only thing for today. Try to heal as much as you can. Just try to heal. Let go of the past. Do your best to create new memories that are positive, loving, and healed.
That's the story, and I believe is who impart this knowledge to me. He said the height of deception is piety. The height of deception is piety. What that mean? The more righteous just your individual act is, the more corrupt he is, either physically or ideologically. And how do you demonstrate that in a simplistic terms? A man who is not challenged in his character and in his mental capacity, a man who is not challenged to X degree to do wrong, he has no compulsion to demonstrate.
Yes, my Lord, I have heard all the speech, and that first brethren will speak is wise. You would be a semi-wise man, but you think you are talking the truth. But Fire Bunny, Father, in the Spirit, in Fire Bunny, because Father and the Son are one, is the growings of Martin Planner Fire Bunny. He is the growings to higher level. And I appreciate the higher level, because all you're talking just a Bible doctrine. Coming into captivity, I can tell you this for myself. I use the Bible too, you know, but I use the better part and use the part which can help us. Because all words upright is good. But telling me something and indoctrinate me with a Bible doctrine, that was not a part of slavery. The Bible is there is to humble us under the slave master and to do what the slave master wants. And everybody directing themselves under Christian belief and to say, okay, Christ there. Let I tell you this. The head of every man represent Christ. Don't tell me about our individual man. We are the one who go through crucifixion. That shekels of iron, but 500 years of shekels. Eh? You want more crucifixion than that? So if they were talking truth, they would tell us that we, the saved children, we are the Christ. Talking about Barnabas. If Barnabas was fighting for the poor and the have not, then he is also Christ. And the right Christ. You are bar Jesus, you know, in our Bible, if you remember bar Jesus, we're going to bar, go kick over the church and beat up people, man. Who is that man? What them talk about? But I don't want to go into the Bible because the Bible is one of the most truthfulest book and it's one of the most liarest book. Because they use that book to compromise slavery. I know you people say you are very educated, but I'm a dunks. And I want to keep it that way. I am, wait a sec, common sense man. Eh? That slave trade thing where you come up with, you don't tell about His Majesty is the Christ. No, he wouldn't be. Christ is a tall man, as gone to the Bible then. He would be a tall man. And His Majesty is a short man. When say him so low, you can't go under him, and him so high, you can't go over him, and so big. We did see them three men there as Marcus, Garvey, and Christ, and Selassie would be the short man. But Selassie, which you are talking about, is not the original Selassie. I know that. That is Rastafari Mokian, and you talk like you're well educated. You don't read those part of the prophecy, not the Bible thing, the history. You don't know the history or the legacy of the black people. What about Ioannis? What about King David? What about Theodore? What about Menelik the second? Menelik the first, Menelik the second. What about all those gods? Menelik the second as the last king of kings. Who grow? Rastafari Mokian talking about we condemning. I condemn a man who is trying to sit. Scribe and Pharisees want to sit into Moses' seat. All of you call upon a pure scribe and Pharisees. Martin Plana was a man of God. And that's why him used Fire Bunny as his son to fulfill the legacy which he could not fulfill. Yes, our fathers have made mistakes because using the Bible and calling up an Arabian king to be the king of kings over black people, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. We want a black king, the black priest, Prince Emmanuel. We know him. Emmanuel beat him just and say, any Selassie is him in this judgment. What do you mean? Selassie go through captivity. And I say Christ got captivity with him sons and daughters. Christ. So even plan out like Christ too, if you want to say. He go to captivity with his children. So you will tell me of a man, when they've been in captivity, when he come to captivity, he only come dine with the slave master and yam and drink and laugh. And nothing done for us to say, who are you, sir? Come in. What kind of doctrine you have and what kind of teachment can you teach us which is greater than the original tradition? Which black people never did have no Bible thing. A sense after slavery, them a bring Bible come to it. They was grooming Paul Poggle in the governor house to be a preacher. And Paul Poggle said the rebellion broke out 1834. He cut off the slave master head. Oh, you mean? The governor head. Yes, and dash this Bible thing. When I come bungle we down and pile we up, and that's some old rubbish and talk about born again and rare. There is no such thing. That is only to compromise slavery. I am like Fire Bunny, I'm telling you deep down in my heart. I am like Fire Bunny. I am the same character, the same people. We go through the battle together. We cannot just put a man over here and say, oh, he's my king of kings. Why? When you go and dine with the queen, Revelation 17 tell you about the kings of the earth who commit adultery and fornication with the women and cause the whole inhabitants of the earth to drink the wine of our fornication, of our filthiness. Which is king? Which king is that? Tell me, which one of the king that? who dined with the Queen, kiss her hand back, which I have seen with my own eyes. Who are you people, sir? Oh, no, come off of this platform and go one side, man. We're not going back in slavery, man, mentally. We're not coming with a mental slavery. Any crisis, I and I, who go through the slave, and we are the successor of the ancestors. We are the successor of King Emmanuel, the successor of Mortimer Planner. We are the successor of Marcus Garvey. We are the successor of Sam Sharp. We are the successor of Paul Bogle. We are the successor of Jack Johnson, who fight battle. We are not maroon. No time at all. And we not come up with a Christian, stylish, we not go to the university and go train and then educate to know under foolish doctrine. My brother that talk before is a wise man. How you come to get is man to put him to say, yes, he's the king of kings and whatever. What about Ligiaso? Is many like grow Ligiaso as his grandson and grow Tafari from the age of 7 and make him emperor over his father's position. Oh, not chat, oh, no. Man, no, come off of them talk, man. And to fool people, man. That can't fool you again. We are Liberator, Freedom, Redemption, International Repatriation. That is what me and Firebunny stand for. And many are my brethren them. Stand for freedom, redemption, international repatriation. Me no come to Africa come to look for your king. And me no come here to look for your God. I come here as God. And come here as a king too. Poor as I am. My Lord, he got through so much slavery. And the shekel come off our feet, 1834. There was no Bible in those times. We don't come in with no Bible lesson now. What, the Bible late. Emmanuel said when we reach Africa, we are dash a book, the Bible, in the sea of forgetfulness. That is what King Emmanuel the High Priest said. When we reach to Zion, we throw in away that book, it mustn't come upon the land. You know? So you might see the book on the land, but we throw it way out of our mind. We now defend that book. It's the most truthfulest book, and it's the most liarest book, which I try to indoctrinate many of you people. You now look up in the ear about Christ in the ear and God in the ear. You go away with that, man. You now a fallen angel. My God in a man. In a me head. In a me heart. And that's stuff for me God there. My heavens is in a me head. And Africa is the heavenly shore. Where heavenly people live. The golden shore. Me nah look for heaven up in the sky for me nah go Mara, me nah go Jupiter, and me nah go Nibiru neither. Them the different planet I am not going. This is my planet. So I am asking you all, sky gazers, to go on up in the sky, go live, and leave us earth in our earth, make we have peace and love. And we don't want the British come back here with some who come take we carry our captivity like what you do before. We don't want to forget that. Like that, it never happened. It's 1834, the shekel come off our feet in Jamaica and many other countries, and it fully come to pass 1838. Where are them great men we are talk about? Where were they? Where were they? Those men we attack their God. What have they done to liberate us from slavery? Tell me. Tell me. I know what Emmanuel done, I know what Marcus done, because I am there with him. I know what Martin Planner done. I was there with them fighting the battle in the younger days too. Those are the heroes. You think me I go look up on some little man where you think that he can wear much cape and he can go dine with the queen and them whole heap of big people them and have food with them and drink with them. And what about the slave? What have he done for us out of captivity? Tell me, what he do for us out of captivity? I talk about his majesty cut up 8 piece, happily in 8 piece and 13 piece and 1 stuck on the store. Appear pure lie. Some man farm up, some little Rasta, caveman Rasta, just farm up them thing and come with them little Christian believe. Same way them a draw Selassie like some Christian. Yeah, and not go on like him is a natural man when I fight him cousin for the throne. But he was not the one appointed to the throne. History is there to prove. Record, written history. Oh no, that shouldn't history there. A whole autobiography book of Menelik and Prestige I have seen Lydia so and him and His Majesty when call him Rastafari and Mukenan was growing together at the age of 7. Menelik them growing for Rasmussen die. Rasmussen die, I think he had syphilis and his thing. He died and he was the emperor of the army. Work with Menelik. Menelik love him very much, and that's why Menelik grew him son so and give him the position. Because if he was alive, Menelik was giving him the throne because he respect him and love him for how he work with him. So me not have to go in a certain thing with you know, because on the Bible story not talking, my lad. When is another judgment ball where they call it Columbus, you know. Christopher, not him Columbus, is right name. A Christopher name come from Italy and him go back up Columbus in a prison, a black man, and Columbus tell him about Jamaica. So he get to know about Jamaica. But me don't want to go in a certain thing because it come like Uncle some part of the history who no read. You understand? But a man is a fool to what he don't know. And no fool can lead me. That's why I used to believe in Bunny. Fire Bunny because I know him good and no fool that a terrible warrior of God that. Terrible warrior of God. One of God warriors. We are God warrior. We try to violate every judgment Christianity and every religious thought and every Babylon thing. We don't bow to Babylon. We use Babylon. We don't make Babylon use we. And if there's a part we can use in a Babylon, we go through the thing, we do it. But we don't make Babylon use we, my lord. I tell you straight, never bow to police and them little foolishness. A man see a soldier come in, quail up, not we. So man, when you know attack, come up on the platform and tap pushing the word. Pan fire bunny, a God soldier. We know no God soldier, no Christian, a religious people. What been hidden from the wise and prudent is revealed to the babe and suckling. I and I is the babe, and the suckling is those that come out of the house. And if we want to learn, we have to learn from the babe, not the wise and prudent. Learn from the babe and suckling. That's what I'm telling you. Because Ono talk is like say Ono is the wise and prudent. Yes, but we are the babe and suckling. Yes. And that's why God gives the knowledge to us. We are not guessing this knowledge. Going to competition. No, we are talking a logical truth. The truth. God suffers, but is not sin. Yeah. That's what we want to show you. So, all on a big talk, we make and wallet down this and we're not free. We're not free, my lord. Look down, look down. I stand up and the upliftment of my ancestors. The ancestors that was taken away captivity by force. The ancestors that were brutally treated by the foreigners who come and invade the land, and the indigenous African people like some of you who did not love us for who we are and join with the British and German and the rest of the nation and the Portuguese and the Scottish and enslave us. So that's king on talk about the Arabian king, which in mother is Arabian, Hiroshima bet. I talk about the mother. Can Hiroshima bet bring a black child? Eh? Can she bring a black child? Why didn't bring a black child when Rasmussen can violate and go to him and go there with the Arabian queen? Why his majesty didn't come black? Eh? We're not fool. I want to bring down black people like black people have a black king. We don't have a king. We never have a king after Menelik. After Menelik, the black king, we did not have another black king. I know that for sure. When I guess. You understand? Menelik was the last black king we have. And he was a lord of the Sabbath, just like King Emmanuel. Yeah. So if you not see yourself as king, me know me is a king, me is a black king. Yeah. And every black man is a king. Yeah. You might have king of kings, yes? And a man anoint you and put you up that way. But every man is in the same boat and in the same shoes. We are king. King and queen. Prince and princess shall come out of Egypt. Where is Egypt? Egypt is the captivity ground. We have Egypt in Africa too, yes. But you have captivity Egypt, which is America, England, and Jamaica too. Those are captivity Egypt. You understand? And him said, Prince and princess shall come out of Egypt, and Ethiopians shall stretch forth their hands and heart unto God. Remember, no, Ethiopian shall stretch forth them hands and heart unto God. Him never say Ethiopia go stretch forth his hands and heart unto his majesty. Because I did not tell you say he's God. Yes, he's a son of God. Because Rasmussen is a God too. And what is a mixed man? Because the man violate and commit adultery with the other nation, the Arab nation. And that's why the whole thing shake up like that. And about to adulterer, my lord, a panicator, eh? I deal with black God. I see every black man as a God and as a king and priest. I am a priest, a black priest, defending the black God and the black world. From a prophet to a priest, and from a priest to a king. So we are the same people. You understand? But it's only said the priest hold up the spiritual episode. The head, the church, or the head of every man, represent God. And man is the first church. Not the building where you build up. That is just, you'd call that like a tabernacle where you build up. Where every man go gather. But the man himself and the woman is the church. Yeah. Talking about disgrace. A man couldn't be a disgrace while defending his right and his birthright and a true life. What your father never reach, you reach it. My father can't say me is a disgrace, and my father never know as much as me know. And call him Joe, but he never know, not in my mother know much. You know, there was just a follower. When you're a leader, you are different from a follower. You people are followers. We are not followers. We were born leaders. We are leaders by our own development, how we deal with things. That's how we become leaders. We are leaders of our own destiny. Yes, we don't wait upon a man to put something in our book and say, follow that on your, and that's how you must live. No, we write our own book. Yeah, we write our own design of history. We know our history. We're not following people and go to school, go sit down and listen to them and say, oh, that is the way you must live. No, we are the man from the street, from the bottomless pit. Is we that rise and defend our rights. So Fire Bunny, no little fool can change you, me know that, you know. We don't have no changes in us. We must only increase more knowledge, more strength, while we are on the right track. Yeah, we never train and get teachment from, like say, our father. We are the children out on the street who learn from the word and learn from the real action of what's going on out there. We have to teach our fathers things. Many things they don't know. Because they might be go follow the Bible lesson and the book lesson for the educated man. But we coming from the grassroots, from way down in the jungle we coming from. That's why they call it junglish. Yeah, concrete jungle. Yeah. One time that place was Trench Town. Wally Pahaga and Wally Pakashamaka tree and everything, dirt road and everything in a jungle before they come buck it down, Tony Spall in them and call it jungle, concrete jungle. You understand? The Valley Garden was Akiwak and Bakawal, where Wally Pa dump and all kind of sitting dump down there. That's why I know Faki tree beer grew up down there. So enough people never know what go on. Yeah? Then come and they come put Napen Cemetery there. For that the Babylon them stay them no love we, so them want to insult with them and carry the dump come at this one, and the poorest people come this one, the greatest people rise from this far. Hugh Shearer was trained by Dacus. Joseph Dacus' father, sacrilege. Father grew up Shearer, Hugh Shearer yesterday. Yeah. And see, I go come take over from Hugh Shearer by force because here I go top CIA, send down here to come do what I do. Bustamante a CIA and Michael Manley a CIA too. Norman Manley. Michael Manley more for the poor. But him father Norman Manley and him Bustamante, they are two first cousins. Send from Italy come down here to come run politics and to hold the slave them in slavery because after the 1834 freedom and they have some governor foot and all them man they, you know, certain man them get governorship and I run the place by governor. Them send them to politician, you know, come run politics and change the thing from governor to politics, to politician. So no found no know what go on, but me no follow up them thing that me know say it's the time of liberation and that me a deal with and when we free and come out of this judgment, yeah. So me liberate my mind already. When to liberate the mind of the people and you liberate them bodies. But many of you people you are still in shackle, mental shackle. Like why you wanna talk, you know, well mental delay. You cannot come out of that. For you think say you is right. And you glorify to say yes, you right, you edify. One is a dunks, big old dunks. I tell you, that America training as a dunks. Educational shekel is a terribly shekel. Because Gavi say, if the white man wants to see in God, white him free. If the Chinese man wants to see in God as a Chinese, is a free man. The Indian want to see in God as an Indian, in free. The Arabian man, the Arab like yourself, those man we are talking about Arab, I'm not going to follow the Arabian desert ranger, you know. When his majesty come and kill 500 soldiers in a market square black people. When him son, when him call him Zara Jacob, Zara Jacob and where the next one, Zara Jacob father, Aska Hussein. Yeah, when Aska Hussein I come and I draw a crew against him. When he went gone to the conference, Geneva. When he come back, a 500 man in killing a market square there, so hang and shoot. I want not talk about. You understand? And through him son, he never execute him because him a royal. You know. And pass curse upon him same way. You understand? So you can't fool me about this thing. All him son did know say well, him not doing alright. Yeah. Because when his majesty them have to catch him up in their throne with pillar and never make a successor of his tradition. Check out that. Which man him put in a film space. No man at the years of 80 yard and him don't make a successor. Eh? You ever check out that? Oh no, check out that. Yeah, because when he take the throne by force. Because he was not appointed to the throne. Yeah, because he's an Arabian child. You understand? He could not be the successor to be the black king, king of kings. Black king of kings would be a black man with woolly hair. Not a mixed man with a Chinese or Indian. You're not a fool, man. You're not go, man. You don't know idiot talk. 52 different province and state of Africa. Big country. Eh? South Africa have nuclear device and all these things. Yeah, Nigeria big city. And you in your country have a problem with the European people. And you not run to one of your country. Men go to a little better time and run to Zimbabwe. You not run to one of your country for shelter. You go to England. Where your mother father have your children them in a captivity and to this day. And at this you run for shelter. A man can't fool me. Those are the indigenous people who help sell we out to the British. You know, can't fool me. I mean, I'm about to that. They are fool the man them is. The throne come from we are Solomon and we are David. Yeah, what tell me says Majesty is David's son. No go like that. So who is Menelik? Menelik is second who grew up. Who is he? Is he the son lineage of, you know, the Solomonic line? Yeah, Menelik first, Menelik second. Menelik second is the last one. Yele Malakat was the grandfather of Menelik. Yeah, Malachi was the grandson of Menelik, the second, the grandfather. You understand? So a way back, the Solomonic line is coming from His Majesty at 225th King. His Majesty is the last one, and he take his power by force. The religious was dying in a dungeon, you know, talk about we make up. You go back and the history, go look how it go there. So go back, go search this one and tell me something. Let me see if you know truthful.
Buys into a certain theological doctrine and you're calling for theocratic government. No way you call for, you know. No way you're calling for. So when that one man they come and say God say, you hold it and you call for it, or me call for it.